Remember that one time you hit a pothole and thought you were going to fly through your roof? You laugh now thinking back on it, but that's only because your suspension system made sure you stayed safe. Suspension absorbs shock. Let's talk about how. There are 5 different types of suspension systems: double wishbone, MacPherson strut, trailing arm, leading arm, and swing axle. Many Toyota models feature wishbone suspension, and the way it works gives a basic idea of how all the 5 types of suspension function. So we're going to dive into explaining the wishbone system to give you a basic understanding of how suspension as a whole works and why it's necessary. Tires are mounted to a system of springs and dampers. But what do those things do? Springs absorb shock from road imperfections and support your car's body while performing a turn. Bumps are a given no matter where you're driving, and riding over them causes your tires to experience a force called vertical acceleration. Suspension systems are designed to make sure your tires stay in heavy contact with the ground and maximize the friction between the rubber and the road. Luxury cars have loose suspension to provide a smooth ride, but the body sways during turns a little bit. Sports cars have thicker springs, which provide more support for aggressive turns, but they also don't absorb as much energy and give passengers a slightly rougher ride. Springs naturally absorb a lot of energy, but they're not the best at regulating or redirecting it. Dampers, better known as shock absorbers, take in excess energy from the springs and displace it by using the energy to move a piston up and down through a resistant tube of oil. This ensures that the springs won't jar your car upward after hitting a bump. Some signs that you may need to have your suspension checked out are excessively rough or choppy ride, resistance during turns, feeling your car dip forward at stops, uneven tire wear, oily residue, probably from damaged shocks. If you're experiencing any of these issues, come see us at Toyota of Orlando, just off of I-4 near the Millennium Mall, to get your car checked out. Thanks for tuning in to this edition of What Does This Thing Do?